What are the vibes going into this game after that Utah game? How did the team kind of? What are the vibes after that game?
Yeah, that's a good question. I think the overall thing Coach Rand has been talking about is just going 1-0, just kind of focusing, day-to-day basis, going 1-0. We have he's been talking about the importance of controlling what you can control, not letting the past define the future. And I think overall we know we have 2 games left. We're going to go 2-0, and we're going to give ourselves the best shot to get in a good bowl game. And we talk a lot about the seniors, and there's a lot of leadership on this team, and so we want to do it for them. And so it really comes down to a brotherhood. Playing a game that you love, and we got 2 games left, just 2 weeks to go out and play our best ball and go and try to get a bowl game. So,
were there any different feelings after Utah, and did you have to shift expectations at all?
I don't really know. The opportunity to still get a bowl game is still there. I don't think we had to shift any which way. Coming in on Monday after a loss like that, it's hard. It's hard. You gotta there comes humility with that. You gotta look at the film. You gotta realize what went wrong, what we could have done better, what we need to fix, and so something like that's hard. But I wouldn't say anything's really changed because we have what we want in front of us. So
how do you kind of touched on it, but how do you clear it? Just put that one behind you and get on to the next one. How do you do that?
I just think it's a mindset thing. We've been doing what we've been doing every single day for 13 weeks now, I believe, including the bye week. So every single day being a different type of day of the week, focused on specific things. We know that we can just continue to stick to the things that we've been doing. And as far as the mindset goes, I think that will prepare us the best way going forward. Looking forward to this game.
You guys put up a lot of yards against a very good defense. Can there be some momentum off of that even in a loss?
Yeah, absolutely. We clearly have the weapons to do great things and stuff, and I think the biggest thing is just consistency. We're off the charts in a lot of areas, but there's also places where we struggled in. Red zone being one of them, and so something like that can be such a killer for an offense. And so, but we do believe that we have the power to go out and do what we want to do with the talent that we have, because that's something we do have is talent. Mm-hmm.
Do you are you gonna have a lot of family there?
Yeah, I think I have 25 on my side, and then my wife's side has I think 10 or 12.
Wow.
So it'll be fun. It might be hectic, but it's gonna be fun though.
I was gonna say, any added pressure for you to have a good game?
Yeah, I really want to win this game. That's for sure. Because I guess half my aunts and uncles, they went to Arizona and Arizona State. My dad went to ASU, so grew up big rivalry and stuff like that. So let's just say Arizona, in my family, it's personal.
So was this one circled on the calendar?
Yeah, definitely. My dad previous, he's like, we're gonna be at that game, in the summer or whatever when the schedule got released. So it's all fun. It's all family fun. So.
What do you see from the Arizona defense? What do you expect going against that team?
Yeah, they're talented. They're super talented. They're big in the back end. They got some good linebackers, and so they've been playing really well these past couple weeks. And so, I would say, Utah also had a really good defense. We were able to find ways to get the ball moving against them, and so just taking that confidence going against them. That's just kind of what we're looking forward to.
Y'all were able to do it in the first half. How important is it to have the running game to go with the passing?
It's huge. I think we had about 130 yards in the first half, if I'm not mistaken. And then the second half was kind of just a different story. It's big. When you got guys like Bryson, and you got the youngsters out there churning butter. It's pretty cool to see them give full effort and see the O-line surge forward. It just kind of those extra couple yards is what really gives the offense, the push, and it helps Spav calling plays too. It opens up the play call sheet and stuff, and so I think it's huge. And it's something we got to continue to work on, and we'll get better at.
I think I've asked you plenty about Trigg before, but what does he mean to this team? What does his personality mean to this team?
Yeah, Trigg's a he's a goofball, that's for sure. He's a good dude. He's a really good dude. He's the type of person to have a conversation with anybody on the team. Just be happy, joyful. And as far as talent-wise, he's unmatched. He has the ability to really do whatever he wants, as we've been able to see these past couple games. And so when he has the ability to have everyone like rally behind him, and so when when everyone essentially does that, he finds confidence from that, and he's got a lot of swag. At the end of the day, he's got some swagger, and so we kind of feed off that energy, and it's only made this offense more deadly. So
was he part of the UCF pregame hype? Like, did he give a speech or something that I heard about?
No, he did not.
He did
not. Yeah, no, you're good.
What makes, like, do you ever get surprised at some of the catches he makes? One-handed. He does it in practice. He does it in the game.
He does it in practice. He does it in the game. I really don't. He's just capable of doing those things. And so, I remember the first time he had a one-hand catch was right over there during fall camp, and it like stunned the whole indoor. Like, we were all like, what? And so just knowing he has the ability to do that, like I said, it just gives us confidence. And so when he has these catches like he's had this season, I'm just happy for him, because he's able to do it, and he's doing it too. So.
And Coach Aranda has talked about his off-field growth.
Mm-hmm.
As someone who's been around him for a couple of years, how has he grown from when he got here to now as a person off the field?
Absolutely. Tremendously. Yeah, I would say there's some tremendous growth with Trig. He's and I heard Coach say this before, but he's trusting. He's more trusting. He's I would say even a little bit more coachable as well. He's able to he starts to see things, and that's all a credit to Coach Anderson. I feel like Coach Anderson's really worked with him, and they've bonded over the past year, and they're like best friends. And so it's been really cool to kind of see Trig grow up and be the kind of person he has been, and ultimately be the leader. And now a lot of people are looking up to him, and I know I do, and so it's pretty cool.
What you guys got for me?
Defensively, coming out of the Utah game, I guess what were the conversations like? How do you kind of either bounce back or forget about it? Like, how do you move on after the Utah game?
Absolutely. There were a lot of hard conversations, It was probably one of the most intense defensive unit meetings I've been in since I've been here. And honestly, it was necessary. I think it's a wake-up call to all of us, and I think the best thing that we can do is just realize that it's just football. We've been playing our whole lives. I think it's easy to put the pressure on your shoulders, just the big stage and everything. But at the end of the day, like, we got good football players. We have great defensive players. Like we can go do it. We just gotta put our mind to it and go put it on tape on Saturday.
Was that part of the difficult thing in watching the tape? Is because I think he said something about he would show you clips from practice where y'all did it exactly right, and then show you a clip from the game. Is that
exactly
kind of a hard thing to see, I guess? Or?
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of like if we get those looks in the week and we don't do it on Saturday, why are we wasting the time?
Right.
So that's definitely frustrating, and it's really frustrating because we would have 10 guys doing their job, and then all it takes is one, and it's out the gate. So super frustrating, very, very frustrating.
Have you had to, shift expectations anymore after that game?
I don't think so at all. I mean, I think, since Coach Aranda's been here, he's preached how you do anything is how you do everything. I think you learn more about somebody now than you would at the beginning of the year. Whenever things go bad, whenever things don't go as you expect, like, what are you going to get out of yourself and what are you going to get out of your teammates? So I think that's kind of what we're looking at.
You may be used to it by now, but how do you clear it after a game like that?
Absolutely. I mean, seriously, I think it's just moving on. Like, past doesn't define our future. That game's already done, over and done with. It's like sulking on it's not going to do anything. I mean, we call it Tell the Truth Monday for a reason. Tell the truth, you learn from it, and you move on. And we got to get better. So.
What do you see from Utah's offense?
Arizona.
I mean, sorry.
Oh, you're good.
I'm still in West.
You're good.
Arizona.
No, they're good. They're good. They got a real good quarterback, good O-line, really good running back, good receivers. We got a really, really talented team. So, I mean, we got to go out there and do our best. We got to play with each other. We really just need to play as a unit more than anything. And I think we're capable of that. We just need to go and do it.
He's mainly drop back. Does that affect you guys, what y'all do, your plan, that kind of thing?
Yeah, probably a little bit. But really, we're still early in the week, still trying to get the nuts and bolts of kind of what they're doing and so how we're going to attack it. But yeah, they're talented, so got to go play good.
Can you sense that an opposing team is playing with confidence? Arizona's played pretty well lately. I think Cincinnati was when you were going up there.
Absolutely.
Like, is that something that's tangible?
Tangible, I don't know, but you can feel it for sure. Like watching the film, like if you just throw on the tape, you know, just watch a game, you can tell when 11 guys are playing together and when they're not. And so like watching Arizona, like you can see that. So yeah, we got to go out there as a unit.
I want to ask about your roommates with Michael Allen.
I am.
What is he like as a roommate? And do you
Oh,
ever
man.
like him and Sawyer? Like, do you ever like, I don't know, are those late nights like? Do you talk about ball?
Oh yeah. They talk a lot more about ball than I do. But no, I'm just kidding. They're like two of the best roommates in the world. Like it's been such a blessing just to be around guys like that all the time who make me better. We make each other better. You know, iron sharpens iron as one brother sharpens another, and I think that is our house. But yes, we do talk a lot of football. We do talk a lot of football.
Have you locked up a position on Michael Allen's future like coaching staff?
I don't know about all that. I don't know if I'm going to get into coaching or not, but he's definitely going to be a really, really good coach one of these days. So,
Is that unique about like having a player that's almost the same voice as a coach? Like, what's unique about that?
it's just like it's hard to describe the respect that Michael Allen has, just like not only in the locker room, but upstairs, you know, in the Simpson, even in the business school. Like he's just awesome. He's known to be awesome. He treats everybody the same. Like there's just another level of respect that Mike gets, and he deserves all of it. He's one of the greatest people I've ever met. I'm blessed to have him as a friend. So.
I think Aranda said that even like he'll tell him the truth. Like, Michael will tell Aranda,
Yeah,
like
absolutely.
like hard truths.
Absolutely.
Like what you're talking about.
Absolutely. You know, we're called to be all truth and all grace, you know, and I think he does a fantastic job of that, which is just so cool. Really, really cool.
Thank you,
Anything
guys.
else? Yeah,
Appreciate it.
appreciate you guys.
Appreciate ya.
Yep, y'all are awesome.